Blue Shell Entertainment.
What's up, boys and girls? Today we're gonna do a little review about Sea of Thieves, developed by Rare. You know, the same Rare that brought us Donkey Kong Country, GoldenEye, Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, and Conker's Bad Fur Day. The thing is, though, Rare's kind of been out of the game for a while, so this new Sea of Thieves is kind of a wild card for this developer. They haven't had anything of this scale ever. So the commentary and backlash that people have been giving is pretty fair right now, because we don't exactly know what Sea of Thieves is. We know it's a big sandbox, a big open world, big beautiful colors and stylized art, but we don't exactly know what it's gonna be. A lot of people have been running through the game content pretty fast, and there just isn't really too much to do, but there's plenty of potential. Like, overwhelming amounts of potential for this game, so we just have to wait it out. So this is one of the first games I joined. A lot of people have stated in their reviews and testimonies that playing by yourself on a small sloop ship isn't as fun, there's not as much to do. Those people don't know what they're talking about. Joining a giant galleon ship and playing on game chat is really easy to do. I haven't had a single problem meeting people or finding people with mics. There's even a text to talk option that makes it really easy for you to communicate commands to your party members. So that's a big lie. Everyone who's been saying that is full of shit. First tip I'm gonna bestow upon you gamers is to not be an arse. You gotta not be the embodiment of an actual pirate. You gotta be a friendly pirate. One that's afraid to be voted into the little prison cell they have in the bottom of the ship. Because that's what happened to me in my first 10 minutes. It sucks horribly. It's solitary confinement. And the only way out is if your team votes you out. And if you've been a dick, there's no chance your team's gonna vote you out, so you might have to just leave the game. And they're gonna taunt you. And taunt you. What I actually did is I decided I was the captain. And I decided to tell everybody that I was the captain now. Because who wouldn't do that in a pirate game? So after 5 minutes of being in here, I started plotting my revenge against the initial guy who voted me in here and, you know, conspired with the rest of the team to get me in here. So I did a little bit of conspiring myself. I invited everybody in our game to a private party, and I told them to let me get revenge and vote this motherfucker T-Mac into the fucking prison also, because that's what he deserves after he did it to me. So it started off pretty backstabby, just how I kind of expected a pirate game would be. It's not even like conspiring against your own team is one of like the main aspects of the game, but man, it felt so good to get revenge on this guy. Like, so good to get revenge on him. And I think we hit a rock, and now we're taking on water, so I just gotta enjoy this and watch him in there, you know, slowly start to drown. It's the best. It's the closest you could come to like pure joy in a video game. Like, I haven't had such sweet revenge in a while. It really is a great feeling to just one-up somebody at their own game. So let that be a lesson to all you newbie players. Being an arsehole early on isn't gonna help you learn the game or progress. A lot of these people have been playing a lot of hours, and it's better just to be friendly and helpful, because that'll get you a lot further than conspiring against the captain. Because that was me. I made him admit to me being the captain before we let him out. But we got past it. We moved on. Now we were ready for some bigger and better things. We decided we were going to do some quests and do some raids and, you know, go look for some other pirates to mess with out on the open waters. Wasn't very long before we actually found another big galleon ship that we could try to mess with, and we gave up our element of surprise by firing way too soon. And that's a strategy you guys should keep. If you guys aren't being fired at directly and you want to take somebody on, you don't fire until you know you're going to get that shot off, because they might not actually know you're coming. So giving off those cannon fires is definitely going to give you away. And they were returning fire pretty soon, because they might have been on the island and not exactly been on their ship. So we could have really messed them up, sunk their ship before they even had a chance to return fire. But we messed up. This was our first encounter in the game. It didn't end up going over well either. We didn't really know exactly what we were doing. They managed to flank us somehow, get on the other side of us, and then they proceeded to just wreck shit on our ship. And yep, that's us eating shit, trying to be heroic, Captain. My plan was to crash into their ship, and maybe I'll make a big enough hole in their ship that they might have to, abandon ship, and we might be able to take them on one by one, but that didn't happen. We ended up sinking. And what we ended up doing is just kind of swimming to the island, and then you wait for this mermaid that holds like a blue flare in the sky, and it teleports you back to a new ship, pretty much. It wasn't long after that we found alcohol. That's a pretty fun game mechanic. If you could imagine, you get pretty shit-faced, and it controls as if you're really shit-faced. I mean, your vision gets blurry. Your feet get weak. I mean, you can't walk straight at all. This is me trying to get to the top deck. It's just not working. It's not happening. You gotta fight your way to get wherever you want. You projectile vomit like crazy too. And the best thing is, if you accidentally puke on somebody as you're trying to control yourself, it blurs the shit out of their screen. So that's pretty hilarious too. Shortly after we discovered alcohol, we decided we were gonna go do our first quest. And how you decide on a quest is that you guys vote on it. You grab a bunch of quests from the vendors at the trading outposts, and you guys just vote on which one you're gonna do, you and your party. And you go, you dig up your treasure, and you swim back to your boat with your treasure, and then you gotta deliver it back to the outpost that you got the quest from. There really isn't too much to questing right now. It's pretty much just X marks the spot, or 10 paces to the left you'll get like clues or little puzzles to do stuff. Some of the quests require you to do like wave after wave of skeleton hordes for you to unlock a secret treasure room that the island has, the little skull islands. If you follow those giant skulls in the sky, those will take you to those. It wasn't long before we ran into our second ship encounter. I guess the world feel pretty populated, the servers, They got a lot of people in here. I guess you can't really go 30 minutes without running into a ship, which seems like a long time, but if you're questing, you don't really want to be running into ships every couple of seconds, because any loot you get, they can also just steal from you and go turn it in themselves. There's a shark that bit the shit out of me. I got knocked out of the ship with the cannon, and I'm swimming for dear life to the enemy ship. I'm gonna try and board the ship, but I know there's a shark chasing me, which is terrifying, and there's a second shark. So yeah, I got killed by 2 sharks. This is me being revived. You get revived right in your captain's quarters, but it actually takes like a minute. What it is you die and then you end up on your ship, basically in Davy Jones' locker or whatever. I don't know, there's a specific name for it, I can't recall right now, but yeah, you wait there a minute and then you just come back and you're in your captain's quarters like nothing happened. We're taking on water, but we're kind of doing some big damage to the other team's ship, and you gotta be careful, because just like in pirate movies, in this Sea of Thieves, the pirates can jump your ship. Like this a-hole tried to come in my captain's quarters. About to learn the hard way. Not today, sir. Not today. Taste this cold steel, mother. To be victorious in battle, you gotta completely get rid of them. So we sunk their ship now. I killed one of the guys who boarded. And now there is another guy boarding right now. So you gotta make sure you kill them all. Because if their ship's alive and you just kill one or two of them, they could keep respawning and doing repairs and stuff. So you really gotta make sure you get them all. See, I thought we killed them all here. See, the ship's gone. 2 guys boarded. I thought all was good. But you gotta be really careful. These guns aren't really too balanced right now. And there was another one in the water. He popped me in the face with the sniper or the pistol. I'm not sure, but it looked like a pistol, which is pretty OP'd if it was. This is a little preview of the Davy Jones locker I was talking about. It's not called Davy Jones locker. Don't be telling people that. Here we are at a little trading outpost. This is where we came to return our little treasure. See that giant skull with the glowing eyes in the background? Those are those horde missions I was telling you about, the waves of skeletons. Those give you a lot of gold. And this is a preview of one of them. I found it luring them to the shore and using your cannon with your unlimited ammo is definitely the way to go to beat these bosses too. Then you gotta swim over, steal his little medallion he drops, and then you could get entry to the treasure. That's all, folks. This has been a Blue Shell Entertainment review of Sea of Thieves. And if you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like what you saw, give us a thumbs up anyway. And subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys out there on the open waters.